Ready to break. General West.
Tackle. Watch the safety creep. Big ass. Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Tight go.
Check. Slam.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, but they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Looking to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Jalen Ramsey right there in coverage to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Taken in at the 22. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Got it.
Watch 57. Here we go. Out.
Snap.
Throwing on first down. Sweeney. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
To throw again. Sweeney. He's going to loft one deep over the... And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for the touchdown. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Say. Hey, alert 3. Hatch it. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
Go.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
Hit.
Running it here with Peyton. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14.
You draw quarters.
Switch.
2nd and 14. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Ford. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Now back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point by Seibert up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Sweeney, he'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right side. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Watch the flag.
Throwing again. Sweeney. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And a huge play that time. And even 50 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. This guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal.
57's a Mike. 57's a Mike.
Shoot.
Off play action. Sweeney. And it's caught. Touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Ready.
On the run, it's Peyton. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Under crunch. Hey, Delta. Lead grip.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Over the middle, complete. That's Ford. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
57. Mike, 57. Here we go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Fielded at the 20.
Let's go. Let's go.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Sweeney, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Open man is Holmes. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Ready? 30 base. 57.
Back to throw. Sweeney. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go. 15, Lonnie. 15, Lonnie. Now.
After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. These two teams all tied after 1.
14-14. Let's go now. 18 Gators.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Ready.
Looking to throw on second down. Sweeney. And it's caught. Touchdown. Gerald Everett, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to regain the lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Carlson on for the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it first and 10.
Rush in.
49, check 49, check 49.
Kill.
Yo, Jackrabbit, come on. Speak Rivers.
They start on the ground with Forte. They find some open field here. The 40, 30, the 20, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Get ready.
They'll take over. First down and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match than a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Ready.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Set, go.
To throw again. Sweeney. This caught. Reception by Holmes. 16 yards, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Sweeney. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
Come on, set. 50, plant.
Hey, watch the screen.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch the screen.
Again.
Off play action. Sweeney. Holmes has got it complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So into Pats territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. From the gun, Sweeney. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's going to be caught. A big pickup of 38. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with Hall of Famer Kellen Winslow, also obviously. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes. That's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far and fun to watch. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the prop?
He's got a man complete. 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll drop the throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that, first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
That is caught at the 7. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's complete right around the 8. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. His first career touchdown pass, and, you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Line of scrimmage at the 4. Here's 3rd and goal.
Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day on this.
He'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. Second and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. Second and 2. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. A big play on the catch and run, covering 34 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Come on, set. 60 outlaw. Hey, high 7. Snap.
To throw on second down. Sweeney eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Third and 15 here after the first and second down plays went in the wrong direction.
57's right. Ready.
Operating from the gun, Sweeney. And this is caught at the 8. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times you just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
Looking to throw. Sweeney. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. From the 3 now, here they come on third and goal.
Watch the screen.
And Barkley will try to punch it in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley as the first half is winding down. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. He will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off right around the 43. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll try the right side here with Peyton. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Opening, and there he goes. Past the 20, and he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Carlson now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Makes the score Steelers 42, Patriots 24.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this run.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That one good for 13 at a New England first down.
Check nickel. He's coming.
On first down, this is Forte. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
2nd and 4. And going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
He got 29 yards that time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
A first down carry for Barkley. Now Barkley stripped of the football, and it's picked up by the Patriots. He's at the 40. And he cuts it out right sidelines. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Go, go. Let's go. Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, Sweeney, he's going to float this one deep right, and this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. Well, they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the third quarter defensively. They did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
Escaping the pressure right. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there for New England. 51 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point by Seibert up and good. And that will get him one closer. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now?
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way down to the 12. It's a big play there. 63 yards.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for first and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
10-2 stop.
Looking to throw on second down. Sweeney. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Gerald Everett, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now. Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And this shot downfield on second down is brought in. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. A big play there. 78 yards. And the Patriots get a score closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Sweeney. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
And we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Back now in Mexico City, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Looking to throw. Sweeney, he's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all, and to me it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Mike, 57. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's complete to Cobb. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Dancing to his left. Now he'll throw deep. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 27, and they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Oh, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity.
We always talk about receivers. If the ball hits your hand, you're supposed to haul it in, but it is hard to adjust to a pass thrown a little bit behind you.
That one was all the momentum going forward. Couldn't contort his body back to grab it. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times, tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Sweeney. And he comes back with one complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
2nd and long. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Team 6.
On 3rd down, Sweeney. Throwing right, and that's complete. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. The throw over the middle, taken in. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Trying to lay one up deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Mike 51, Mike
Smith.
Arnie. Hey, Mike,
Beat them.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 18 big yards on that one, and a New England 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Caught left side by Cobb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
He's Cravo.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got his target. It's Cobb. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a 1st down.
Hey, Charlie.
You don't want none, baby. You don't want none. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Get it.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
He'll drop to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 40, the 30. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line.
Intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Ready up. 57 to Mike. Watch the crane. Wahoo. Snap.
That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. They come out here in the I. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
One of the fun parts about working with you is that we've learned that there are different ways to do things than the way we were brought up to do them. This is Madden. Of course they were going to go ahead and get another score. What do you mean take a knee?
And that just makes the final margin even more lopsided. I think they earned themselves a cold drink from the fridge, right?
There's no doubt
some
about
pretzels, too, some hummus. Go crazy.
See, we've learned.
Go crazy.
We have learned that Madden